Going back to last week's Inter-Korean summit in Pyongyang, North Korea's leader announced some concrete denuclearization measures, including a conditional shutdown of the regime's main nuclear complex. One expert who is very familiar with the North's nuclear programs had some different views on what can be done with such facilities. Hee-jun shares with us his remarks.
Dr. Siegfried Hecker, an American nuclear scientist, says North Korea's conditional shutdown of its Yeongbyeon Nuclear Complex would be a very positive sign that demonstrates its willingness to denuclearize. Hecker made the remarks on Thursday during a special lecture hosted by the Yonsei Institute for North Korean Studies. He's visited the complex 4 times, and from what he's seen firsthand, it's functional with some relatively new facilities, which makes it quite a big concession.
If North Korea actually follows through with shutting down, and they said dismantle, that's a very big deal. That would be a huge step of showing that North Korea is actually serious about rolling back its nuclear program.
But he has doubts on whether North Korea will ever give it up. Hecker notes how the complex was an enormous investment for the regime, both in terms of money and pride. Instead, he suggests allowing the North to maintain it partially and convert it from military use to civilian purposes and space programs.
In my opinion, is the risk of letting them keep some of the civilian nuclear facility is worth the potential benefit by working jointly with them in those facilities, and it would be the best chance in terms of eventual verifications.
According to Hecker's 10-year framework, that needs to be achieved through a long process of negotiations that encourages North Korea to make such concrete steps. Under the phased approach, North Korea will be convinced to demilitarize its Yeongbyeon complex. And ultimately, Hecker says that will turn nuclear weapons from a treasured sword to an unnecessary burden that North Korea can let go. Hee-jun, Arirang News.